A Terre Haute woman tortured in the Nazis' most infamous death camp marked the 65th anniversary of her liberation by taking a group of teachers back to Auschwitz in Poland. Eva Kor selected Tikkun Olam as the theme for the trip. Tikkun Olam is the Hebrew word for repairing the world. And as you'll see in my special report, Auschwitz Revisited, it all stems from her message of forgiveness. Eva Kor has had many life-changing moments. May 1944, her arrival at Auschwitz. January 1945, her liberation. And then in 1993, when she met former Nazi doctor Hans Munch.
I asked him if he knew anything about the gas chambers. And he went on, as a Nazi who witnessed it from the people outside, and told me what happened.
Eva took Munch to Auschwitz in 1995. On the grounds where the two were once enemies, they joined together. Munch signed a document admitting to the selection and gassing of innocent people. 10 months after returning home, Eva struggled with how to thank him. She decided on a simple letter of forgiveness.
And once I realized that this would be a meaningful gift for him, I also realized that it was a life-changing event for me. And so that came about by wanting to thank somebody you wouldn't really ever want to thank, a Nazi.
From that moment, Eva's life took a new direction. She felt by offering forgiveness, she was no longer a victim.
If you understand that when does a person become a victim? They become a victim when they do not have the power over their own life and they cannot control their own destiny. Now, by deciding to forgive the Nazis, I have taken back that power and empowered myself, and therefore, in a strange way, freed myself from that tragedy.
Eva preaches that message. Her idea of forgiveness evolved into a theme of repairing the world.
So we have to work in the world to repair the world, even when the first sign of prejudice and hatred happens. Don't wait until these camps are put together and people are shipped there. Stand up before that.
Terre Haute teacher Catherine Utley is one of 55 travelers who joined Eva in Auschwitz.
We are our brother's keepers. We cannot close our eyes to violence and cruelty and say someone else will take care of it. And to actually walk in the soil and to physically see some remains, some remnants of what humanity is capable of when he is not checked, when we are not our brother's keeper, it made me more convinced than ever that we really do need to repair the world and that we need to start with ourselves.
Hope Ellington accompanied her 13-year-old son on the trip.
When Eva was talking about being able to forgive, it just really moved me, and it just, being here is kind of very hard. And just when she speaks of that, it means that there's peace. You can have peace and still have forgiveness, even though it was a horrible place. And I think to have a happy life, you have to be able to come to those terms.
Eva knows not all people, not even all fellow Jews, accept her approach. But she says for her to start Tikkun Olam, she has to forgive. Every survivor deals with his or her experience differently, but they all agree on one thing, that it's all of us who are responsible for teaching future generations.
Forgive those abusers and free yourself. And if you do not like the way it works, you can always go back to being angry. But forgiveness is a seed for peace.
In Auschwitz, I see the worst of humanity and I see the best of humanity. It's a place where both meet. They have to experience it and hopefully carry on the message. But I would like the world to know that the most important part of my message, not only that it happened and how it happened, but that there is
hope that should come out of Auschwitz.
It's for this reason that Eva takes teachers with her to Auschwitz. Elementary school teacher Jeannie Endress accepts the responsibility to teach Eva's message.
As the survivors are aging, there are going to be fewer and fewer around to tell their story, and it's up to us to carry the torch, so to say.
Eva's hope is that forgiveness spreads so the world can heal.
The world is broken. We need to repair it. Changing the world might be too big a job, and that's why it's not working. But repair here and there what needs to be repaired. I think going to Auschwitz, taking people there and taking a little history back with us to see why we need to repair the world or practice Tikkun Olam so Auschwitzes wouldn't happen. So Darfur's wouldn't happen, Rwanda. We can go on and on.